The category is watch, like, subscribe. Welcome to the Freak Show. Welcome to my review of episode 4 of Pose, titled The Fever. This episode was written by the brilliant Janet Mock and directed by Gwyneth Horder-Payton, who is in turn equally brilliant. Guys, this has to be, for me, like a perfect 10 episode. Let's just start it off. One of Electra's children fails at a ball, and she basically threatens, she fails so badly with her scores that she threatens Electra's run for Mother of the Year. Now, as Pray Tell says it, the mark of the beast, was like, she gets straight 6s. I think that was Candy. And, kind of when he said that, it made me think of the AHS crossover. Now, Angel goes out to talk to Candy, be a friend, give her some support. And Angel takes Candy to a woman who can kind of help them out. They're very thin young ladies, so they need a little bit of curvage. Excuse me. So Angel takes Candy to a woman who can implant them with silicone via syringe to achieve the curves they need. Sadly, it costs $1,000. So instead, Candy shoves a bunch of padding in her clothes the next time for a ball. Now, Damon is back, and he's working hard at school, especially after Blanca pulled him aside and grounded him from the balls. He did eventually tell her that she was right. Now, he wants to be in the spring show, and he gets accepted to be in the show, but sadly, he gets sick with a fever of 102, and it seems like it's the flu. Damon said that he and Ricky did use condoms when Blanca is questioning him about sex, but sadly, Damon discloses that one of the condoms fell off. Now, Blanca and I are worried like hell for our boy Damon. Now, Angel goes to help feed Damon, and we see how young and innocent that sweet boy is. He doesn't realize why Blanca is asking about his sex life with Ricky, and Angel, such a sweet young woman, she tells him, that the flu is the first symptom of the AIDS virus. Now, we get to meet Electra's sugar daddy for the first time, and we find out he doesn't want her to have the gender reassignment surgery. Now, the best one-liner of this episode goes to Electra when she said she's 40 years old. Pfft, that bitch is a hot 20-something. Don't lie to us, Ryan Murphy and Electra. We know that writing, it's just a lie. Gosh, if she is 40, I want to look like that. She's beautiful. At the ball, Candy is going to walk, but she's had too much padding, especially in her tush area. So Electra doesn't want her to walk. She looks pretty silly. Candy does it anyway, and Pray Tell literally stops the ball to rip on her. Guys, I felt such shame for Candy. Electra kicks Candy out of the House of Abundance. And then after Electra rocks the floor of the ball, Miss Aphrodite from the House of Extravaganza comes in to steal the ball. She wins grand prize over Electra, and I'm fucking shocked, bitches. Electra treats Aphrodite to dinner at the diner, and it's obviously the diner that all bad bitches go to. And Aphrodite she tells Electra that she has had the surgery to make her a full woman. And it hurt me deeply inside to see Electra just have to tape herself up, because the guy who pays her bills says, no to her surgery. She's so unhappy with a penis. And personally, I don't blame her. It was a great scene to see Electra so vulnerable. So she does see the doctor. She meets with her, and she signs the paperwork for the transgender surgery. Excited. Now, Damon confronts Ricky about having HIV, and Ricky reveals he's never even been tested. Even had sex with about 50 people. Oof. Now, 6 days later, Damon is finally getting better. Oof, not 60, excuse me, guys, 6. Pray Tell takes Little Poppy, Damon, and Ricky to be tested for AIDS, but it takes 2 weeks to get the results. Candy and Angel go to another cheaper woman for silicone, but thankfully Angel says no to the injections. So Candy goes to compete in the ball after the injections, and she does well with tens, but she collapses immediately afterwards. Electra takes care of Candy despite tossing her out of the house, which she said she didn't mean it. um, Problems are soft all over with Stan at Angel's, literally, guys. Angel asks Stan again to clarify if he's gay. So he tells her the story of when he was in college. He went to a porn store and got an erection after seeing like a transgender porno magazine. And he doesn't know why, but he really likes it. And it really insulted and offended her because she felt like it was like some sort of real life, she was some sort of real life toy that he was buying. And so she basically kicks him out. Now, all of a sudden, we're suddenly getting Damon's HIV results, which are negative. We can all take a collective sigh of relief. All the guys are waiting for their results as well. Little Poppy is negative, as well as Ricky. And our pray tell is positive of HIV. I just can't go into that right now. I can't because I literally will cry. Okay, but pray tell tells the boys he's negative. He lies to them. The show ends with the entire family watching Damon perform at his spring performance, which was tremendously touching and a very beautiful, powerful scene. And Angel, what the fucking fuck? So guys, again, I give this episode a very perfect 10. There was also a point in this episode between Pray Tell and Blanca where they talk about how science and men do not want to cure the AIDS epidemic. They want it to basically wipe out the gay and transgender community. They don't want to do anything about it. And another thing is how people are treated in the hospitals or how people are treated once they are diagnosed with AIDS. And I do remember the ignorance and, the thoughts of that back then. And it was just, I just thought that it was just beautiful writing. Janet Mock should be up for an Emmy for her writing and directing in this show. She is just brilliant. And I love how she brought it home in that scene and in this episode. It was just tremendously beautiful. And again, I give this episode a perfect 10. What did you think of Pose episode 4, The Fever? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all again so much for watching. And again, if you like the video, don't forget to like it. Now pose.